Hello all, and welcome in. So it's been 6 months since I revitalized Everyday Penny and started creating video content again. Well, maybe a little over 6 months. What am I missing? How can I create a stronger, better business? And I know I started Wealthy Palette Media, the marketing side of Everyday Penny. So I'm also looking for a boost to see what I may be missing and how I can create more business and get to my 100K before the end of the year, because I am 6 months in. So I wanted to start this video with a little story of a friend of mine. Her name is Sara, and she's a passionate baker. She has this great knack for cinnamon rolls, which I happen to love, and dreamt of opening her own bakery her whole life. She did, and she named it Sunshine Bakery. All the enthusiasm in the world and all the passion for making the perfect cinnamon buns. She poured her whole savings into the storefront and the equipment for her bakery. The aroma alone of these freshly baked cinnamon buns just would bring people in off the street. I mean, it was just fabulous, especially on a sunny Saturday or Sunday after church. However, Sara did not plan for after the initial buzz. She hadn't done the research for the market, and although the smell of her shop was wonderful, she hadn't researched all the other coffee shops in the area. She didn't create a financial plan. So once she went through her savings, things got really tough. She underestimated the ingredient cost and the amount of foot traffic that she would actually be getting into her shop, during the week, as opposed to on the weekend, holidays. And yet she was putting in so many hours. Also, she didn't plan for a marketing strategy. And every business needs some sort of marketing strategy that would bring you beyond the initial day, the initial opening, and the initial excitement. So there was absolutely no plan to attract new customers coming into her shop. Sara also found herself totally overwhelmed because she didn't develop a plan for staffing. And she was doing all the work, and she was exhausted. She was baking, she was serving, she was taking orders, she was at the register. By month 2, her dream became just exhaustion. The long hours took a toll on Sara's health, and the ingredient costs just ate up her savings. Customers dwindled, leaving her fresh bread, which was fabulous, just growing stale. The Sunshine Bakery's facade started to crack. This can happen to any one of us, but if we did proper planning, the likelihood would be less. Thinking about Sara's story and thinking of where I am with my business, I decided to jump into more research. And I came upon Tony Robbins' Ultimate Business Mastery. Tony Robbins' Ultimate Business Mastery System aims to provide the tools and insight not only to start your business, but to improve it and grow it, increasing performance, profitability, and achieving the long-term goals. The system provides Tony Robbins' motivational techniques with strategic business insights. And he also had a co-creator in that, which is business strategist Chet Holmes. And I wanted to share that with you today. So let me just go through these key components, and hopefully some of this will resonate with you. Doing your market analysis and understanding what your market is and who your customer is, because nowadays, there is no selling. You don't sell someone. You actually just find people who want what you have. I know as especially in my artwork, yeah, I can't sell somebody my artwork. Either it resonates with you or it doesn't. Either you want it on your walls, hanging on your walls, or you don't. There's no other way. A service might have a little easier way of it because you can identify people who will need that service and you can bring that service to them. So, a marketing business, people need content and they may need help creating that content and they may need help with their email or other avenues. But you've got to understand that you're not going to sell those people those things. You're not going to talk them into buying that from you. They're going to need that service. So you have to identify the people who need your service. You have to put all your communication towards that. You should also understand your competition because you really do need to put something else out there that your competition isn't. Because if you're doing the same thing, why should they do business with you rather than the other guy? You've got to put that out there as well. So maybe that is your mission and your vision for your business is different than your competition, or you have a different service, or you do something extra. But you have to figure that out and you have to put that out there. You also need to improve your sales. So sales mastery, looking at what you're doing, how it's working, how you can improve it. I know with my content online, it all comes down to my keywords, my descriptions, and trying to keep those consistent with my audience so that I know that they'll be able to see that content because it's like a big spray out on YouTube. You want to be able to draw those people to you. And YouTube will help, but you have to meet them halfway. The first is just your business fundamentals. So we're talking about the vision and the mission and writing all of that down so that there is no question. Maybe just memorizing it, saying it over and over and over again so that it just becomes second nature, that when someone asks you about your business, it just spills. Establishing a clear vision to guide decision-making and strategy. The second business fundamental is your mindset. Now, we all know that things can get hard now and then. You just have to go back to your why and your vision and the mission that you started. It's financial mastery. Now, how do we get there? Well, first you have to have a financial plan that's going to include not only how you spend your money, but how you save. So smart spending and smart saving, eating and managing budgets, forecasting how you're going to grow, and then also doing a financial analysis on your business. I mean, I would definitely, I do. I look at everything at least once a month, if not once a week, to see where things stand and where I want to bring things going forward. In here is also cost. How are you managing your costs? Identifying and eliminating waste, as well as optimizing your resources. And the last in financial mastery is profit maximization. How are we maximizing our profits? Strategies for increasing profits through pricing. I know we all, get around different sales times of the year to put something together to get more of our products or our services out there. So it could be in the pricing structure, cost control, or the revenue growth. All three have to be considered when we're talking about maximizing our profit. Is leadership and team building. My dream was always to build a business where all unique creative people could work together, support each other, be happy about waking up in the morning and coming to work to create something fabulous for our customers. So in that, you have to develop some leadership skills. You can't just create in your own bubble. You have to create with your team. They're on board with the expectations of their job, as well as the freedom that they're going to be able to have in their own autonomy and producing the product or the service that your brand stands for. Because you have to remember, at the job interview, they bought into you and your brand. And you want to make sure that their daily hours reflect that brand. And they'll get to know your style, and then everything will just fall into place, and they'll know when to ask you a question and possibly when not to, or what they can take care of themselves. You can also do this by creating different teams and naming a different person to be the head of each team, which would have their own style of managing that team. I find that when you have more eyes on a project, it just makes it that much better. Also, motivation and retaining employees. What's the best way to retain an employee? I mean, you are spending money on training them or, showing them what your mission is. You're spending hours and time with them to ramp them up. You want to keep them. The best way, I think, to keep employees is to show your appreciation. Show that they're important and that they help create your business. And if you get one of those people in your business that is a naysayer and just doesn't seem to be on board, let them go. Because you have to have everyone buy into the plan for the plan to work. Personal growth. Got to keep learning, got to keep on top of it. Part of that is your time management. You also need time out, time to decompress, time to take a breath. It's time to meditate sometimes. And a lot of times that's where I get clarity for a new idea, a new way of doing things, a new spark, and a new excitement. Also giving people time to, breathe, have a break. It's going to help with efficiency. People do need to step away from the computer now and then. And it will help in the efficiency when they do come back. Creating a company with a great work-life balance would be a really great place for people to work. They'll want to work for you because they know they have a great work-life balance. It might actually even bring down your health insurance cost. So some of the key features to make all this come together, according to Tony Robbins' Ultimate Business Mastery System, are having training models, systems or series for training employees, workbooks and exercises if needed. So what are some of the key benefits I got from looking into Tony Robbins' Ultimate Business Mastery System? Well, here they are. There were actionable strategies. His system were practical and could be implemented immediately. So I think what I liked best was that there was a comprehensive approach with the 6 steps. And it took you from creating your business plan and your mission and your vision to, managing people and managing your customers, as well as business growth through innovation and personal development, which shouldn't just be for the business owner. It should be for everyone in that business. Because as the business grows, you want your staff to grow in what they know and their skills as well. Tony Robbins seems to know what he's doing. He's been doing it for so long, and he's got Chet Holmes as well, both industry leaders. I don't know, I kind of liked some of the advice that they had. So in conclusion, I found that Tony Robbins' Ultimate Business Mastery System is a robust program for sure, designed to help business owners achieve their goals in combination with strategic planning, operational excellence, and personal development. By following the system's guidelines, I certainly can see how a business could succeed. So as part of this video as well, I just wanted to go over some of the key factors that they have in the system, or they talk about in the system, that they have found why most businesses fail. So the key factors to failure, basically, so we can all avoid those factors. First one is lack of strategic planning. So, I've been in the financial industry a long time. The saying is, if you don't plan, you basically plan to fail. Then poor market analysis, that you didn't do your research on competitors or your customer, your ineffective marketing and sales. If you don't know who your customer is, you're not going to market to them effectively. Another thing that could get in the way is operational inefficiencies. Certainly want to maximize your profit by optimizing your cost control. In team issues, I hate drama. So in conclusion, I want to bring this back to Sara and her wonderful cinnamon buns because they are just so good, and let you know that I did speak to her about some of these business principles, and she was able to implement them, and her bakery is still going strong. So if this video resonated with you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to Everyday Penny. As well as, if you do need some marketing assistance, please reach out to wealthypalette.com and we can help you there too. So let us know how we can help you. Thank you for joining us today and have a great day.